look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Knicks trail by 3. And the dunk by James.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Can't jump.
Now here's Rose. 5 points in the game. McGrady outside. Offline with his 3.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Drummond. He kicks it to Griffin. Butler attacking. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Knight wide open. The three-pointer no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Rose, that's good.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're hitting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg, and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
James, and he finishes nicely on the layup. James has got 4 this quarter.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of it.
Hey, Kevin, with Derek Rose.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly... So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now...
What two? Still serious.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Rose really had a good quarter. He's got 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point lane.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Jimmy Butler. Andre Drummond is out there with Griffin. And it's LeBron James. And it's Paul in at the point guard position.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Paul kicks to Butler. He gets stolen by McGrady. And Rose wide open. He shoots. Hands it from downtown. Rose has got 11.
The defense was scrambling to get back. And when they didn't close out on it, he simply said, I'll take that. Splash.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Scola. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
McGrady dishes to Scola. Mozgov wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Knicks trail by 5. And Drummond kicks to James. Down low. Here's Paul. Outside for Griffin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Looking to end the run. Luis Scola with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Just 4 to shoot. It's LeBron.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
And no
fun.
doubt about it, guys, that's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Scola. Paul George comes in for Mozgov. James Harden, he's checked in for McGrady. And Irving subbed in for Rose.
Listen, guys, James Harden, clearly the front runner for the best shooting guard in the NBA. Arguably in the conversation for the best player in our league. And listen, he's a league leader in scoring a season ago. He's a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
George with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And finished off by LeBron.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Here's Harden. That jam.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. Aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
James, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch, Clark, looking very confident right now. And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And George kicks to Irving. This one for 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Spurs leading by 8. They've got Paul George, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Kenneth Faried, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Knicks trail by 11. Outside Griffin. Some nice passing by New York here. And the pass to Drummond. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Ahead. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Harden. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
There's the three. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for James Harden.
I use
And a switcher
icon too.
also for New York. Damari Carroll's checked in for Jimmy Butler. San Antonio with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. The kick out to Irving. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Fires the three. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential, except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
Paul is doubled. Dishes it to Drummond. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Knicks ball.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. James with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 17 points and also a block shot. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
The shot's good from Fareed.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
James rebounds San Antonio. Outside, George. Back to Fareed. It's stolen by Carroll. Paul passes to Griffin. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Outside Griffin. It's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's McGrady. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow. The rim rattler.
It's just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy.
Oh, I did.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Carroll. James outside. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. McGrady up top. Carroll covering. The shot by George, wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight.
And, you know, you hear everybody talking about Giannis's potential. I mean, look at the athleticism coupled with his measurables. I mean, that is just off the chart.
1:29 left in the fourth. Paul against Irving. Paul dishes to Griffin. Three-pointer. That's good.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.